This brown stain was determined to be coffee. What's more, it was still a bit damp when we saw it yesterday morning. Ah, indeed. One look at this book speaks volumes, I'm afraid, Mr. Wright. It tells us the doctor was having a cup of coffee at the coffee bar. Also explains why the research notes were found at the coffee bar. That's when the suitcase came hurtling down, striking him on the head. Oof, what a way to go. Causing both his blood and his coffee to spatter onto it. Ack! Well, Mr. Attention Wimperson? What? Oh, does he have a breakdown? What motive could I have possibly had to kill Dr. Buff? And there it is, that final excuse cornered killers are so fond of. Well, the doctor never returned your crystal to you, did he? Instead, he hid it in the cave ruins. Telling him that the Defiant Dragons were a dangerous bunch was a huge blunder. All it did was make him hide the orb. Your lie came back to bite you in the end. Even worse, the doctor saw the news reports, so he knew the relic was the Founder's Orb. Being the conscientious researcher he was, he knew he had to return it to its rightful place. And that meant keeping it out of your hands. You were so angry that it refused to return the relic to you, that you killed him with your own hands. Isn't that right, Mr. Attention Wimperson? I do love his reaction to when he breaks it, or like scrunches it up. But he also looks like such a creep. That is... Oh, you are kidding. Oh, fuck you, Phoenix. Jesus. Apollo! Don't... Wait, what? Please don't accuse my client of murder. Uh-huh. What do you mean, don't accuse him? Why would you even say that, Mr. Wright? What I meant was, he's a promising politician with a bright future ahead of him. It's in our nation's best interest to avoid burdening him with the taint of scandal. Say what? More tape. Right, you'd better do something to change the current courtroom climate. Or I'll be charged with murder. And you know what'll happen? Oh. Okay. Now I understand the entire picture. Oh, now I see the entire picture. Maya. Again? Fuck's sake. You know what'll happen to her if that happens. What's he talking about? Well, I can ponder that later. For now, Mr. Wright, you can't possibly believe that Mr. Arabelle is the killer. Are you really going to send an innocent man to prison? I thought you were better than that. Well, Mr. Wright, answer me. Oh no. Mr. Wright? What in the world's going on here? She knows. If you won't say anything, then... Mr. Attention Wimperson, the defense hereby accuses you of... Okay. Apollo, wait. Not you too, Athena. It's just, I wasn't sure whether I should say anything, but... During that last recess when I went to check on Mr. Wright, I overheard something I shouldn't have. I trust Maya is unharmed. Yep, I knew it. I can't really say, but just remember. If I'm arrested or fail to obtain the treasure, there will be consequences. Consequences of the worst kind, if you catch my drift. Oof, so yeah, he is being blackmailed. Relax, all you have to do is ensure I get my hands on that relic. I must deliver it to my benefactor at all costs. What do they want that relic for, anyway? It's something to do with an old legend. My patron seeks the great power said to be granted to whoever solves its secret. Maya? As in Maya Fey? Yes, the boss's legendary former assistant. Miss Fey is being held hostage. So it seems. Why didn't you tell me as soon as you heard this? Sorry, it's just... Mr. Wright spotted me before I could slip away. And made me promise not to tell you. He said it would make things more difficult if you found out. As if things weren't already hard enough. Fuck. So that's why Mr. Wright was acting so strange. Yep. He's being blackmailed. I had no idea. This must have been excruciating for him. This is something he didn't want to do. Think, Justice. There's gotta be something you can do. Mr. Justice, about that last statement of yours. I believe you're in the middle of accusing the plaintiff of murdering Dr. Buff. Would you care to continue? Are we really? I'm sorry, Apollo. I'm really, really sorry. What's going into you two? If I accuse that slime bag, I put Miss Fey's life in jeopardy. It seems you've finally caught on. I'm far too important to be accused of murder. After all, our nation's future rests squarely on my shoulders. Either I give up, or... Once I present the crystal to my patron, my victory is assured. Then one day I'll become president, and then king. I'll have every politician at my command. Now retract your accusation. I can't kowtow to him, but the defense would like to retract the previous accusation. Dirk! I know that was Dirk. Apollo. Dirk? I don't know what's going on here. But a lawyer should never look the way you do right now. With defeat and resignation written all over your face.
A dragon never yields.
Yeah! Even when wounded, a dragon bites down hard, and never lets go till its dying breath. It glares, it roars, and it latches its jaws firmly onto its prey till the bitter end. That's what lawyers do to get to the truth. Dirk, a dragon never yields. He's right. It's all over if I give up now. If Mr. Wright's hands are tied, it's up to me to do what must be done. He saved my neck so many times. Now, it's my turn to save his. Dirk, thanks for that wake-up call. Now that's the face of a lawyer you've got there, son. Where there's a will, there's a way. And I'm going to find the way to save Miss Fey, and see that justice is served. Wait, is this doing the... Yeah! I love this so much. So now what is it? That scumbag is holding Miss Fey hostage to ensure he gets the orb for his patron. And it seems that said patron believes in the orb's legend. Thing is, the founder did appear when the orb was exposed to fire, just as the legend said. If the legend is true, then we've already solved the riddle, right? No, not yet. We have not solved the riddle yet. The legend says the founder will bestow great spiritual power when she returns. But if that's true, it means we haven't solved the whole riddle yet. Well, how can that be? Are we missing something? Wait, maybe the part about the founder returning should be taken literally. But how would it be possible for a dead person to return to the world of the living? Channeling. Time travel. The founder can return through channeling. Oh, I know. There is a way for the dead to return. Spirit channeling. Of course, you'd have to know what the founder looked like first. But the orb has revealed her face to us. So what if it's a sign that we should channel her? Given the facts, in order to solve the riddle and receive the Founder's power, I'd need to practice channeling. No, a spirit medium. Is this that boom, 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 boom? A medium is needed to obtain the power. Ooh. The ability of a medium to channel spirits is the final key to unlocking the orb's secrets. Or secret. That means Mr. Addition Wimperson's patron will need one too. And once that slimy politician realizes that, he won't be able to lay a finger on Miss Faye. Oh! That's true. So she's fine. Everything's going to be okay, Mr. Wright. Because Mr. Politician Wimperson can't afford to harm a hair on Miss Faye's head. Huh? Mr. Addition Wimperson. I love that his name, we're using his full name now. It seems you've chosen the wrong person to take hostage. What do you mean? Oh, they don't know! They don't know she's a spirit medium. Your patron seeks to solve the orb's riddle, and thereby receive great spiritual power. However, only Maya Fey can truly give them what they really want. She can? Oh no, they should know that she can. She did it in a trial. What do you mean, only Maya Fey? Think about what the return of the Founder really means. We should have considered it more literally. After all, the orb was made in the Kingdom of Orion, the birthplace of spirit mediums. Ah, I think I see now. You need to know what the deceased looks like in order to channel them. But in Karanism, depicting the face of the Founder is taboo. However, her true face was hidden in the orb. So maybe the orb is telling us to try channeling the Founder. Exactly. Through a spirit medium, the Founder can quite literally return. And if the legend is true, the Founder just might bestow spiritual power on someone when she does. It's like when Pearls imbued my Magatama with spiritual power. If a human could be imbued with such power in a similar manner, it is said the Founder possesses immense spiritual power. Such a great feat would not necessarily be beyond her. Wait a second, then the legend is true. Do you understand now, Mr. Addition Wimperson? You are holding hostage the final key to unlocking the orb's secret. And if anything were to happen to her, the riddle would remain unsolved forever. Uh-oh. So he's boned. Good stuff. There's always Pearl Faye. I could simply ask her to help. If she wants money, I have plenty to offer. She's not the kind of person to be tempted by material gain. And she certainly wouldn't help you if anything were to happen to her cousin. Haha. Or maybe you'd like to go ask the Queen of Orion to channel the Founder for you. He could, but he'd probably get executed for requesting such a thing. It's over. Now confess. You killed Dr. Buff, didn't you? Ooh. It wasn't supposed to end this way. Mr. Addition Wimperson, are you admitting to committing the crime? You're my lawyer, right? Do something. It's true that I'm your lawyer, and as such, it's my job to defend you. However, defending my client isn't the only duty a lawyer has. There's something else that's equally as important. The truth. Hey! And that is finding the truth. What? Mr. Addition Wimperson, you have sought to twist the truth in the dirtiest of ways. I was complicit in your hostage taking, but in a way, I was being held hostage too. Even so, there's still hope for me to make things right. And I owe it all to you, Apollo. Mr. Wright? I can't allow a murderer to walk away scot-free. Therefore, Mr. Addition Wimperson, I must resign as your attorney. No, 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 no! Does this mean I'm under arrest? No! I really hoped he had a breakdown. Oh wait, he probably does. It's what I really want to see. Oh, of course, now he's back to normal. Sheesh. Well, I have nothing to confess. What? I said, I've nothing to confess. I don't, and I won't, especially not to a plebeian like you. This guy doesn't know when to give up. Besides, there's no truth to these allegations. I mean, look at the suitcase. You won't find a single print of mine on it. All that means is you wiped them off, taking care to only leave Mr. Arabelle's. As many a great politician has said before me, no comment. In that case, try switching things up, Apollo. Look at the situation from a different angle. Is there really nothing that points to the suitcase being dropped from up above? Evidence that points to the suitcase being dropped from the second floor. If the killer pushed the suitcase from the second floor hallway over the coffee bar, that would place him right around here. Ah, maybe, just maybe. Thought of something, Apollo? I believe this piece of evidence to be connected to the dropping of the suitcase. It's, Army's statement. There we go. Someone had moved her while she'd been unconscious on the second floor. There we go. Ta-da! That appears to be a statement, but how is that related to this case? On the night of the murder, Your Honor, Miss Army Buff physically left her room. That's when she saw the doctor burning the orb and subsequently passed out. Right above the coffee bar. But with her there in her wheelchair, the killer wouldn't have been able to drop the suitcase down onto the doctor. Good point. However, according to Sarge, she woke up just as someone was trying to move her in her wheelchair. Someone was pushing my wheelchair. What? I was so scared, I beat a hasty retreat, as fast as my wheels could take me. She must have been in the killer's way and had to be moved. Isn't that right, Miss Rotition Wimperson? And if the killer had pushed the wheelchair with his bare hands, we may yet find the conclusive evidence we need. Exactly. Fortunately for us, that evidence slipped right through the killer's fingers. If only he'd been able to hold onto it just a little tighter. But now he is neither able to discard nor alter it. Honestly, that piece of evidence wasn't even supposed to be here in this courtroom today. And yet, it looks like sometimes things do get better. But this wasn't supposed to happen. No? Well, too bad. Because the evidence that sped away from you that night has come back to haunt you, right here at this very trial. Your Honor, the defense's final piece of evidence is on this person. Oh. Army Buff. That's... On the night of the murder, Sarge passed out, only to come to and find that someone was pushing her wheelchair. That's when she fled back into her room. She didn't physically see a single soul after that. Not until Athena drew her out through that therapy session, that is. While the killer was able to wipe the prints on the suitcase, the same can't be said for the prints that got away. My fellow Kirinians. Well, Mr. Politician Wimperson? Try to explain your way out of this one. The podium is all yours. Now is when this is when he'll have his breakdown. Politician, savior of Karine. I am not a crook. My political career, it can't end like this. I'm destined for great things. Something's wrong. This isn't real. It's a dream. No, a nightmare. Whoa, what the hell? Oh, it's his election results. What? Wait, really? Ah. Whoa, no way! Banzai. Arrested on murder charges is strict of an electoral win. No, please. Wait, don't go. No, no, please. Oh, what the fuck? That was the weirdest breakdown there's been. Mr. Attention Wimperson, are you alright? Bailiff, get into the first aid station, on the double. There we go, we did it. I actually think I might go straight into the next... straight into the next part. Because normally I would end it, but I'm like 5 minutes away from 2.5 hours, so I'd like to just round it off there if I can. Well, this was yet another unexpected turn of events. In light of everything that's been revealed, it seems the relic is indeed the Founder's Orb. And it seems Mr. Politician Wimperson can be considered a suspect in Dr. Buff's murder. A suspect? No, he's the one that did it. Apollo, I want to thank you for everything. Thanks to you, I didn't have to keep bending the truth. I don't know what I would have done without you. Aw, shucks. Don't mention it. You're amazing today, Apollo. Well, I couldn't have done it without Dirk. A dragon never yields. I was gonna do that again, really?
A dragon never yields.
That's like the only spoken dialogue there is, aside from the cutscenes, of course. It's just quite strange. That smirk. Even when wounded, a dragon bites down hard and never lets go till its dying breath. It glares, it roars, and it latches its jaws firmly onto its prey till the bitter end. That's what lawyers do to get to the truth. Be incredibly stubborn, basically. A dragon never yields. Every lawyer should take that to heart. As it seems both sides have no further objections, would Dirk Sadmadi please take the stand? This court awards the orb to the Defiant Dragons per the stated transfer agreement. Woo! Oh man, look at him, he's so happy. Oh Phoenix, crack a smile. Should the Kingdom of Khura'in claim ownership, the matter may have to be deliberated in court all over again. I just hope, or shall I say, pray, that I am not the judge presiding over that one. Oh, you aren't. Indeed, a trial like that might spark an international incident. Still, there are bigger and more momentous things astir in the air. The revolution. Dirk's really serious about this. This court is adjourned. Woo! A dragon never yields. Not too shabby. Defendant lobby number 3. Nice work, son. We finally broken through the last obstacle on the road to revolution. Revolution? It just doesn't seem real. Yes, well, to think you actually defeated the Fighting Phoenix. All I can say is, that's my boy. Well, Mr. Wright did have his hands tied. Who knows if I'd have won, if he'd been able to fight me head on. I see it more like you saved Mr. Wright. Saved him? Yeah. Remember what he said? He didn't have to bend the truth anymore. And it was all thanks to you. I don't know about that. Still, I guess it is kinda nice to be appreciated. Mr. Dirk? Now that the Holy Mother's face has been revealed, are you going to have a spirit medium try channeling her? I, for one, would love to see the return of the legendary founder. Yeah, just think about it. Being able to speak to someone right out of the history books. Unfortunately, it's not that easy. What? Why? A face isn't enough. You also need the true... Pardon me. You also need the true name of the one you're attempting to channel. Oh, right. Pardon me. Pearl mentioned something like that. And the founder's true name is only known to the priestess who is being crowned queen. In short, the only living person who knows it is the current queen of Garan. Oh, so without her help, we won't be seeing the founder anytime soon. That's no fun. Okay, so Founder's Orb updated. The Founder's form has appeared from within. It seems only the Queen knows the Founder's real name. So Dirk, what will you do now? First, I'll start by tracing the route by which the orb came into Dr. Buff's hands. Since we now know it was a politician that asked the Doctor to study it, isn't he the one who stole it? No, a political nobody like him couldn't get anywhere near the orb, let alone steal it. He must have had inside help. My money is on someone connected to the royal family. Oh right, you said something to that effect, back in the cave. Whoever it may be, we need to expose their dirty scheme to the light of day. Well, I'm sure Mr. Wright has plenty of information, courtesy of his dirty client. He might be able to shed some light on this. Where is Mr. Wright? Private Justice! Hey! That was fine work you did at the trial today. You did your sergeant proud. Back at you, Sarge. Took real courage to leave your room like that. Hey! It's all thanks to you and Courtroom Sykes. With my siege defense over, I can finally sally forth. But the battle's only just begun. One for me and me alone to fight. To lose your mother, and then your father. What a terrible thing to endure. Yeah, and being wheelchair-bound doesn't help. Private Justice? I've been thinking. It's about time I stood on my own 2 feet. After all, I no longer have Papa to coddle me. Huh? I'm afraid I don't follow. Take a good look, soldier. This is one small step for man, and one giant leap for me. Hold my drone for me, would you, Private Justice? Yes, sir. What is she up to? Cutscene. Oh, nice. Oh, this is sweet. What? Whoa. Hey! Oh wow, she can actually... She's standing. She's standing. What's this? Sarge, you mean your legs... there? The doctor told me I was ready to walk again months ago. But if I admitted I could walk, I knew I'd have to leave the house. So I faked it. Oh. Makes sense, but... I kept pretending I couldn't walk. But I know Papa is watching over me now, and I'd hate to disappoint him. So, from this day forth, I'm going to march forward on my own 2 feet. What a brave kid, trying to move forward like this. But it must be so hard this soon after her father's death. Don't you ever stop. You just keep on walking, comrade. Stay brave, because there will be days when you'll want to stop. By your faith, you'll find a way to muster the strength to push through them. Yeah, you can do it. Hey, Daddy's back. Oh, chin up, Phoenix. Mr. Wright, what's that look on his face for? Oh, Apollo. Is everything alright with Miss Faye? She's safe, for now. Well then, we'd better go save her quick. Where is she, anyway? I'm afraid I have some bad news. Huh? Maya's not here in the States. She's still in Karine. And she's still being held hostage by the mastermind behind this whole thing. The mastermind? That's right, Politician Wimperson was nothing more than a pawn. Maya's true abductor is in the kingdom of Karine. What? I don't understand, Mr. Wright. What in the world's going on over there? There we go. Okay, I don't need to move on to the investigation. The end of that trial went on for a lot longer than I thought, but as shocking as that news was, it was nothing. Oh, it was only the beginning. The beginning of something big. Big enough to shake Karine to its very core. Revolution. I was being swept up in a mighty wave that nothing could stop. Of course, at the time, I had no idea what the days ahead had in store for me, for us. Sheesh. I was trying to, read before it showed, and I got it wrong. Oh well. There we go. That was a doozy of a trial, Jesus. 2.5 hours. Not bad. I love this game so much. I love the series so much. I'm gonna be so sad when it's over. Thankfully, I have the rest of this case, then I have the DLC case, and then I still have the Great Ace Attorney, so I still have a fair amount of time. You know, I've still got a fair amount of time to spend with Ace Attorney, but God, I am gonna be so sad when it's finished. They're such good games, with incredible stories and characters. It's just gonna be sad when it's, all said and done. Eyes aware. Yes, return to the title screen. Next session, we begin the second investigation. Or, investigation day 2, I suppose. By the way, that's going to be the end of the session. Thanks so much for watching, I hope you have enjoyed, and until next time, take care.